Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do a non-spoiler book review over A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now this review is going to be over the preview excerpt only. Thank you to NetGalley for providing this for me, and I'm excited to review what I read in this novel. Now with the preview excerpt, I was able to read a little over 100 pages, so this is just maybe like the first third of the book. But what I did read, I really enjoyed. So in this novel, we are following Kel, and he is a traveler, and he's very rare. He's one of the last few people who can actually travel to these parallel universes. He is a magician. He is full of magic. He can speak magic, and just every essence of his being is intertwined with this magical power that people are craving. Now with the parallel universes, he's actually traveling to different types of Londons. So we have White London, Red London, Gray London, and Black London. Black London is like the worst type of London. They have sealed it off from the rest of the Londons because of how corrupt and awful it was. We have Gray London. It is kind of how it seems like, just gray and dirty and very lackluster. It is being ruled by a king, and his name is George. Red London is definitely more our opulent London here. It has a flourishing empire and ruled by some pretty good people. This London is a lot nicer than the rest of them. Now, White London, from what I gathered, is a pretty evil London. It is ruled by people who have murdered their way to get to the top. Now, that sounds like a pretty scary place to be, and personally, I wouldn't want to live in White London, but yes, the people who have the throne, in at least the first 100 chapters, they are snakes. They just are filled with evil, and they are very power hungry. So Kel is a traveler, so he's like the personal assistant and the ambassador to the people who are on the throne of Red London. What his main job and duty is to correspond between each Londons. So while that is his main job, we see Kel on the side trading some information and smuggling things into Red London from the different Londons. He does this because he feels bad that other people that can't travel between different Londons just don't get to experience what other Londons are all about, and so he wants to share those maybe pieces of other Londons with people who are curious. This, though, is a very dangerous hobby for him and a very dangerous side business for him, because it would be very easy for someone to set him up with an artifact that could set him up for treason. Now, I want to talk to you guys about the characters. I loved Kel's character. You see how he views each London and really interacts with each person different in each world. He knows that with certain Londons, it comes with its own reputation. And so I really loved seeing the story mostly from Kel's point of view. Now, what I loved so much about Victoria Schwab's writing was it was so descriptive. Now, when you have a book that deals with parallel universes or different places, it's easy to get things switched up. And I feel like that in this novel, she did a great job at being so descriptive that you could see how different each world truly was. I felt like the description actually went further than just setting up the world. I felt like it did really well with connecting the reader to the characters. I remember wincing when someone got hurt because I could just feel the pain that they were going through. I smiled when someone felt accomplished in the book, and I winced when something malicious happened. Just the descriptions that Victoria Schwab gave us were just so wonderful, and I thoroughly enjoyed that aspect of the book. I cannot wait until February 24th when the book comes out, and I want to get my little hands on it ASAP. I've never read another V.E. Schwab or Victoria Schwab book, so I don't have one to compare it to for this novel, but I will say that if you do like fantasy, then this is definitely a book that you guys will like. Or if you guys are loving books that are very descriptive and have great characters, then I feel like you guys are really going to like this book as well. And then you have people who are just completely obsessed with books that are based in London, and since this takes place in multiple Londons, I definitely think you guys would definitely like this book. Alright friends, well that pretty much does it for my non-spoiler book review over A Darker Shade of of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Like I said, I can't wait to get my hands on the actual book so I can finish it, and maybe I'll do like a little quick wrap up for you during that month that I read it and share with you kind of my final thoughts of the whole novel. Until next time, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Bye!